Chapter 6. Rodney lives. Pregnant with possibility. This is my impersonation of Ziggy Marley being interviewed by High Times magazine. Reporter says, Ziggy, your father had 7 kids, but I thought ganja drained your life blaster dry. Ziggy Marley replies, fake news, man. Can I get a holla for an A+ weed joke? Seth Rogen, go woke yourself. You wish you wrote it yourself. Holla! Thank you very much. The Deadhead Waltons. Ex-Lakers coach Luke Walton on the phone with his Hall of Fame father Bill. Luke Walton says, you keep on trucking, Dad. You can't relate to players today unless you could cite 10 songs on your fake news Nipsey Hussle playlist. Bill Walton replies, siding with China doesn't achieve higher consciousness either, big man. Nobody respects authority anymore. And who made Chaz in charge of Seattle? I miss Jerry's Portlandia. Now every day is burnout day. Can I get a holla for Bill Walton, Hall of Fame basketball player? Overcame a stutter, lifelong deadhead, who baby boomers like to name drop because they ran into Bill Walton at a deadhead show to feel cooler by association because baby boomer arrogance never dies. Holla! Weapons of mass destruction years. Ban ICE because Homeland Security was so weapons of mass destruction years. I hate the fact that that joke injects any sort of positive sheen over the W administration at all. Knowing he ushered in the era of Obama, be good. Most passive-aggressive suicide note ever. Kate Spade wins the award for most passive-aggressive suicide note of all time. Her suicide note read exactly like this. It's not your fault. Dad will explain. Dad reads the note and screams at the top of his lungs, explain what? I was the impossible one to live with? What a bag of shit, Kate. Paul Newman lives. LeBron, king of the persecution complex, got the idea to sport a cast after Michelle Obama threatened to break her arm in Obama's ass if he ever offered Paul Newman's lemonade to Beyonce over her homemade kombucha ever again. The Taco Tuesday king of the Staples Center, LeBron James, might run for president of the United States. What's going to be King James' campaign slogan? Free college for student athletes? Wait a minute, that already exists. Will King James offer free college for all dreamers if they let him patent Taco Tuesday already? I think LeBron wants to become president of the United States just so he could tell Laura Ingraham to stick to being a less ghoulish Ann Coulter. The Hollis Horseman. Post-hack job on her hair, too. Kathy Griffin looks like Clifford and Trans Chucky had a baby. Remembering Al. Pussy grabbing. Eluded Al Franken because he's only 4'2". Def Comedy Jam lives. Russell Simmons denying rape allegations in an interview with Gayle King. Read my lisp, Gayle. I didn't rape any of those vengeful, over-the-hill hoes. Pissing off nipple tits again. Jeffrey Tambor, who played Hey Now, Hank Kingsley on The Larry Sanders Show, best show in HBO history. Jeffrey Tambor blasting his transparent co-star for pissing on the toilet seat again in his trailer. Real ladylike. Now, get out of my trailer, you butchy bitch. Hey now, can I get a holla for Gary Shandler lives? through this A+ gem stickery for the ages. Holla! Hot for coding, girls. 48 people have been fired at Google for sexual harassment, but software engineers are too busy banging out lines of code to hit on girls. Plus, a typical Perl script command line isn't massage my carpal tunnel. Oh. Sexual harassment solution. How do you solve sexual harassment at work today? Easy. Only hire a remote workforce and start every Skype meeting with raise your hands up high where I can see them. Also make sure your boyish boys don't leave the house for junior high without their kids' backpack full of pre-poundage release forms. Adopting pedophilia. Did you know Woody Allen used to stuff his top sock drawer with naked Polaroids of his 9-year-old adopted daughter, Sunyi? The only thing missing was a picture of her crying on the cover of Time Life magazine. I did love Woody Allen's last film about some middle-aged professor who bangs a girl half his age. It's a prequel called Crimes and Misdemeanors. The early years. Harvey Hair Clumps Weinstein lives. Imagine Thanksgiving at the Obamas this year. Obama says, Malaya, you barely touch your tofurkey. Malaya says, Daddy, all my woke friends at school don't understand why you let me intern for Harvey Weinstein. Obama says, Michelle was your chaperone on the set, Malaya, and that fat Jew couldn't pin down Michelle if he tried. The Oliver Twat twist. Jon Stewart, minus East Coast charisma, a handsome mug, or any parcel of distinguished gray, otherwise known as Bean Breath Oliver on Last Week Tonight, insists the 2-month-old riots in Portlandia have been mostly peaceful, where law officers are being blinded by lasers and ducking Molotov cocktails while protecting the People's Court of Portland from turning into Burning Man meets Antifa on crystal meth. If I had any self-respect for the violent demonstrations of unrestrained anarchy from Antifa, BLM, or encourage lawlessness from Don Lemon's Float Like a Butterfly lisp, I'd share my parents' HBO Go code to a radical Wi-Fi bank in need, because I've got no reason to support this fake news chill pill spiel, knowing all the leftist media lionizing behind sanctuary cities and nonstop whitewashing of violence and destruction caused by Punisher vigilante in hoodies in Charlottesville and beyond, which started this around-the-clock resistance to law and order since Hillary Hammer Time Cankles lost in the first place, despite getting the debate questions in advance, because America doesn't care for godless, pretentious, unhuggable cunts unless they rock cute sweaters and tell edgeless jokes on daytime TV for a living, who are pro-Bush. Right, Ellen? What does Ellen DeGeneres do with her friend W exactly? Invite W over to her estate with Michelle Obama to play Operation Pre-Op Edition while Portia de Rossi poses nude for some late night painting. If W promises to paint her with a machete hacking off her privileged clit because he wanted to make Michelle proud of her country again after Ellen refused to wash her stink box for a whole year without Paltrow's guava mist, despite her air of superiority embedded in its branding inside and out. Can I get a holla for that mouthful of pointed, hilarious political commentary? Holla! Chosen Curls was bound to woo! My youngest child, lucky number 3, Samuel Chosen Curls, was bound to woo! One time, a random Italian grandma approached us at a Stop and Shop and said to my child, when you get older, you'll have 3 girlfriends to juggle. I said, if James Woods had this kid's face, your estimates wouldn't be so conservative.